Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. I say welcome again to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. And what is my thought for tonight? Well, I think tonight I want to talk about the red pill. And I'll say it again. I want to talk a little bit about the red pill and red pill spaces. Now, you may ask the question that, okay, what is the red pill? And maybe some of you have already heard about it. But basically, for those of you that know about the movie The Matrix, the red pill and the blue pill, that is where the concept comes from, where the red pill means that you are awakened, and the blue pill means that you choose to remain in a system that is called the Matrix, according to the movie. All right. And so where I'm going tonight is there are certain male spaces that they use the concept of the Matrix. And the Matrix, basically, according to red pill men spaces, is considered to be the West, or mainly concentrated in the United States of America. And so when they talk about the Matrix, they are talking about a system of policies and laws and a society and how it functions in the West, and men and women both are in this particular construct. And so these particular men that speak of the red pill or the red pill spaces, they come from different spaces called the manosphere. And then also in the manosphere, you have a subset which is known as the black manosphere. Then also you have other spin-offs from it called known as Men Walking Away, or MGTOW, which is men going their own way, passport bros, and there are different content creators that operate in these male spaces. Now some of them I'm pretty familiar with them, because I listen to some of them some of the time. You have content creators such as BGS Hipmore, Better Bachelor, Angry Guy, Line of MGTOW, Mad Bus Driver X. From the Passport Bros, you have Pablo Frescobar. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I'm just naming just a few. Now, in these red pill male spaces, basically, and they don't all agree on the same thing, as I don't agree with all of these guys either. But on the extreme end, you have some of the men in these male spaces that can be misogynistic, on the extreme end, where they believe they're known as incels, involuntarily celibate, or because of past experiences, whether it be child support, divorce court, or just maybe certain bad experiences with women, they may have a different perspective or outlook. Now, for those that are obviously more sensible, and not extreme, and that they're fairly balanced, some have gone through bad relationships, some have gone through divorces, child support, and it's a combination of different things, and some may not, have had those experiences to that extreme, but maybe it's relationship experiences, and it's also the government and the society, how it is set against men. And so these red pill spaces, they are a spinoff from the men's rights activists. And the men's rights activists, they came about somewhere back in I think in the 90s or something like that. But as they began to rise, I guess feminism immediately, jumped on this movement with the men to try to choke them out so they wouldn't have a voice to speak. for men. And so I myself, whereas I do not agree with all the views in these red pill spaces, but at the core, I do understand, and some of the things that they do align with, I do, agree. I've seen and witnessed myself firsthand, unfair treatment or the imbalance of men, in the West. And what has happened is that I guess after a certain period of time, certain men have adopted, I guess, what they believe or what society believes. They've gone red pill and they begin to pull out of the dating and marriage market, and even also out of the economy, and maybe working certain jobs. Now, supposedly there's 7.2 million men that are of the prime working age that they need. I think it's between anywhere from, I don't know if it's 17 to like 45 or something like that. That is considered, I guess, the prime age working years, where men can work, earn income, pay taxes, start families, and contribute to society. And it is no big secret, that you do need both sexes in any society to make it function. And unfortunately, in the United States and in the West, but especially United States, there are maybe a certain group or class of women that have adopted feminist ideology to where they have told the men that they are not needed, or dating standards have become unrealistic, and maybe, I guess, many of the women are looking for this imaginary guy. And I guess the others are being left out. But it's not just the women, it's the laws of society. And I have to be honest, based on my experience, if men mess up in society, they get hammered. And when it comes to marriage and divorce and child support, in most cases, men will get the short end of the stick. And so what my question is tonight is that, based on the dating and marriage statistics and even certain businesses that function to support and supply to families, with the shortage of it starting to happen, is the red pill beginning to take effect on societies and the economy? And that's my question. Has it begun to take effect? And it has gotten to the point that the government has begun to get involved. In the United Kingdom, you have their equivalent of their federal agencies, similar to the Homeland Security, where they are now beginning to, I guess, make it a law, outlaw misogynistic content or anything that's said wrong towards women or opinions, that they have brought it down, to schools. So that means that a young person, and I'm talking about below pre-teenage years, if they say anything that is considered misogynistic, the teacher can report them to a federal agency, and that young male can be pulled out of their class and can go through interrogation and have problems with federal agencies. In Australia, they have what is known as the Australian Defense Ministry. They have literally considered red pill spaces, certain content creators, as they have put them on a terrorist watch list. And so in Australia, they want to do something where the defense ministry wants to do something where they correct men's behavior, and they want to start at the public schools. In the United States, they have already begun starting to have federal agencies, to include Homeland Security, start to tap a lot of these men that are in gaming spaces and red pill content creators in their spaces. The federal agencies are tapping these particular male spaces, and they are listening in on it, not just the content, but they're listening in on the conversations that these men are having to be sure that they don't pose a threat to the government or society, as terrorists. And they do have a list of certain red pill content creators that are from various parts of the West, some from Canada, some from the United States, some from the United Kingdom, and they have them, on this list, and they are being watched because they consider certain red pill male spaces, to include some parts of the manosphere, as potential terrorists, a threat to the government and in society. And so, has it come to the point that men have, in these spaces, have grouped together and they have bonded, and are they in cahoots to try to take down the government and its society? That is the question, that is to be asked. Now, me personally, I don't think it's fair, because what about men? Just like any other citizen in the United States, they have their rights. And so what will you do? I mean, if you won't stop feminism, then why should you stop men from having a voice to be able to speak up and voice their opinions? Now, for those that are really extreme, I can understand, that maybe you might want to get a hold on them. But some of these feminists, and some of the outlandish things that these women, or this is no offense to transgender, but some transgender, or part of the woke community, they have some outlandish things to say that why are they not being considered a threat to society? With the things they're trying to teach our kids. But they're not going after them, but they're going after the men. And it's almost to a point to where they're trying to control the men and try to force them either back into the labor force, or to force them, into a point to where they need to go back into dating, marriage and families, because the governments or societies need their tax dollars and their money in order to fund their programs. But this is just my thoughts. But they are going after the manosphere and other red pill spaces. And I thought in the United States we had freedom of speech. But that's just my thoughts, guys. But consider it. And this right here, what I'm saying, is in no way meant to offend those that may be feminists. It's not meant to offend LGBTQ, or any women in any way. But you cannot have a society, or a country or a nation function without its men. If women don't need men, then that is the end of your society. Both sexes need each other, and men do deserve the right to be treated fairly. That's all I'm saying. But hey, share your thoughts on it. Has the red pill finally taken effect? But obviously, these red pill spaces, the manosphere, MGTOW, passport bros, there's other content creators, but obviously it's begun to take an effect because the government has finally taken notice of it and has now begun to put them on a terrorist watch list. So that tells me that they're affecting something. But that's all I have on this one. And the name of this podcast is called Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And I also have a YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube, ERICBROADUS YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Smash that bell to become a subscriber. Hit the like button, if you like the video. If you don't like it, hit the unlike button. Either way, leave a comment. I would love to hear your perspective and your opinion and dialogue. Everyone has a right to be heard. And please join Snacks Thoughts. Push them out. Snacks Thoughts, everybody's YouTube. Share it, saying with friends, family, enemies, frenemies, cats, dogs, goats, bats, whatever. Share it, push it out, guys. But something to think about. At the rate we're going, by 2030, 45% of women in America will be single and childless. So you tell me, has the red pill begun to take an effect on governments and the economy? Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one later.